Hello, hi, how are you? I am checking in. That was a really weird intro. I don't even know who I am. I'm checking in for my 14-week pregnancy update. I'm 15 weeks now. I just this morning had my glucose test, so my diabetes test, and I survived! Yay! So I had to fast for 12 hours, went in and had the drink. The drink was fine. I've actually got a photo of it, but it was empty, but it was just like clear liquid that just tasted like lemony. I was expecting them to like mix it up or something. I don't even know why, but it was just like in a prepackaged bottle that they just buy. Oh my God though, as I was walking from my parked car down the street to the place where they test, I realized I forgot my referral form. Like I literally didn't even give it a thought this morning, not at all. Like even on the way out, I'm just like, okay, I looked in my bag, I'm like, got my wallet, my phone, my earphones, got my water bottle. Yeah, I'm all good. Oh, and it was really weird because it was just like the waiting room, you had to ring a doorbell or a buzzer, which was a doorbell, and it said take a number and wait, and I was waiting like you had to book in for it, so my appointment was at 7:30 and someone didn't come and get me. I think I waited like 15-20 minutes, and in that time I actually messaged Dean and he's like, oh, I'll go home and get your form for you. So I couldn't even ask someone to say like, oh, I forgot my form, do I need to come back another day? Anyway, thankfully they took me in and they took the first round of blood and gave me my drink, and then Dean came not too long after to give me the form that I could hand to them because I had to do another urine test for the UTI that I had, so just to make sure that it's gone. So they took my blood, I had the first drink, and then I went to another room and waited. I just watched an episode of Real Housewives of Miami, and definitely like halfway through the hour I was starting to feel sick, and I'm just like, oh no. And I'm like, okay, there's a sink over there, there's a bin over there. Even talking about being sick makes my throat just like close up and I just want to vomit. And then she came back into the room and took my blood again from the other side. They were like prodding around trying to find a vein for a while, but once they didn't go in twice, all the times they just went in once and got it, and it didn't take very long, thank God. So she came and got my blood. She asked me how I was feeling and I said, oh, I'm not doing too well. And she said, oh, maybe have a lay down, or do you want a cold face washer? And I just said, okay, I'll have a lay down, because there was one of those beds, like those not hospital beds, just like, you know, the beds at the blood test place. Like I was just in a spare room that they had, so I just laid down on one of those and watched another episode, and I felt so much better. And then finally by then I went to the toilet for my urine test, and then she took my blood again on the first arm. Yeah, it was all over, like I survived. So yeah, they were really nice, they're really sweet. Then I went and rewarded myself with a McDonald's breakfast on the way home. Yeah, I was like, this is probably the last what I'll have, who knows. Yeah, that is all good. How have I been feeling this past week? It has been a crazy week. We announced that we announced that I'm pregnant, and that has just been a very overwhelming, like, emotional time. I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit of an empath and I take on other people's feelings, and just seeing all of those messages, those comments, like just so sweet. And it just, like, I'm not gonna lie, like the night that we announced, it was Thursday, and like the end of the night, I'm just like, I did an Instagram live and I'm like, okay guys, I gotta go, I'm exhausted. Like, and then the next morning, like I seriously felt like hungover tired. Like, I obviously had not been drinking at all, but like emotionally hungover. Does that even make sense? And I think because of all the hype and everything, I don't think I slept that well. But it's been so lovely to see your reactions and like read your comments and well wishes and everything, and just makes my heart melt, you know. So it's been very exciting, and I did the video where Dean found out, and today I just put up a bit of like a life update Q&A to say that these videos are coming, and like I just feel like me again. I know that sounds so stupid, but for so long I didn't feel like me because of my depression and anxiety. And I will say that I do still have a bit of social anxiety. I believe that that just comes with isolation, because like, I mean, I mentioned it, like I did a flashback to the start of when we were trying to conceive in the video where I found out, and I said, I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to see anyone because I'm such a mess. And literally, like, I didn't go to the things that I had to, like, that I could get out of. I didn't want to really see anyone. I always felt so socially anxious because I didn't want, like, for example, going to family things, I didn't want people to be like, oh, so when are you gonna have a baby? Like, I didn't want those questions because I just couldn't deal with them. Like, I just couldn't. And I was so scared of people asking the questions, and, you know, if I get upset, and I just stopped going to things or seeing people. And, you know, and I don't go to work. I don't have a normal job that I used to have. Like, I work from home, so I still get nervous. Like, even this morning I was really nervous going to, like, the blood test, like the glucose test. Like, it's just silly. So it is nice to, you know, not have that constant sadness, that constant gloom around me. Like, you know, I'm just so happy every day. Like, I don't know, it's just, it really is life-changing. Like, I did think, you know, once I get pregnant, I'll be fine. But there was always that bit of doubt in my mind, like, what if I'm not? I watched Raw Beauty Christie's video, and she said that in the first couple of weeks she had severe depression. Like, I mean, I never experienced anything like that. She said it's not commonly talked about, and I have not heard it from anyone either. I don't know if they don't talk about it because they haven't experienced it, or they don't talk about it because they don't want to talk about it. But I feel like with you guys, you know, I tell you literally, like, everything that I'm going through, you guys have seen everything. So I'm, you know, I just want to be real with you guys about it all. Okay, so my symptoms this week, apart from being like really tired, I have been tired. Like, I said this in my update video, I've been more tired the last few weeks than I was in my first trimester. Still a little bit sick, like a little bit of sickness if I don't eat for a while. I can still gag really easily if I smell something I don't like. I don't know, it's so weird because you just feel your throat close up and you're just like, oh. Like this morning I had it, and I've been having like a little bit of a cough in the morning. I don't know why. Like, obviously, like, I'm healthy, I don't have corona, but like just in the mornings I've been having a bit of a cough, and sometimes it makes me dry reach because my throat just like closes up. Still really emotional, like cry the drop of a hat. But I think that that's just probably me as well. It's fine, I deal with it. Like, I watched Christie's video where she told her husband, and then I'm like, afterwards I'm like, okay, like, I need to film my video. And when I looked in the mirror, I had like mascara like down here, and I'm like, ah, like from crying. So the gender reveal, I don't really have any updates. Like, I mean, we're meant to do it in how many weeks? 2.5 weeks. I think we'll do it as long as our parents can come, but it just like makes me a bit sad that we can't have like a little get together because of stupid corona. But like, I mean, obviously I see why, although as I mentioned, like in the update, like our town has not seen a case in like 5 to 6 weeks. It'll probably be like 7 weeks soon. So like, we're all doing the right thing here. It's just mainly people in Melbourne. Hey guys, it's later the same night. It was probably when I was filming this, to be honest. It came out that South Australia are not opening their borders on the 20th. Well, I kind of have a plan for the gender reveal, but Dean's not home. So I think what we'll do is Dean and I are going to do like the confetti party popper thingies, whatever they're called, by ourselves, and we're going to get my friend who's a photographer to take photos, and I'll video it as well. And then I was thinking that we could send my parents a popper or 2 poppers, and then make sure they video time us or FaceTime us when they do it, and then we can be there and watch their reactions, and then we can go to Dean's dad's house, or he can come here and do it, and the same with his mum as well. So we were thinking that, and that way we can still social distance as well, because I just feel like this COVID is just getting out of hand. Literally, it's a little bit scary, and although there have been cases to show that it doesn't affect an unborn baby. You just don't know, and I don't want to risk it when I don't have to. So we are probably going to self-isolate, Dean and myself, not really go anywhere or see anyone, just to be safe. So it's probably better that we don't have a get together of any kind. And like the main reason why I've held off is because I wanted my parents to be there. Like I just wanted to see their reactions when they found out, and this way I kind of can, especially if I send a popper. Yeah, so I'm thinking that, but I'll see what Dean thinks when he gets home. Hopefully we can find out like within the next week. We just want to wait for like a good weather day so we can get some good pictures. And yeah, anyway, just thought I'd update you because stupid COVID is ruining everyone's lives again. It's okay, we're all safe and that's all that matters. So yeah, okay, back to the video. I think that's it for now. This was like a really quick update, but I feel like it's probably quicker because I filmed like, I don't know, for an hour or more, an hour and a half the other day. And I feel like I've just got it all out of my system. I feel like I'm up to date with you guys. But I need to start editing these videos to come out weekly and get them all ready. I'm so glad that I'll have at least like these videos, I'll have them all ready to go every single week. So I will have consistent content. Yeah, that makes me happy. So it makes me happy, like even getting on Instagram stories and like posting Instagram photos, like it just makes me feel like a lot more normal. But even last night I realized like I'm already like constantly thinking about it, and it is a bit stressful. Like I know what I used to be like I never used to switch off. Whereas over the last couple of months, I've been able to switch off and just like not even go on social media. And now I'm like constantly checking like and seeing the new comments and things, which is totally fine because obviously like there's been a lot, but it's just I need to learn to have that time to switch off as well and not, yeah, I need to balance it a little bit better because I can see that I'm already constantly thinking about it, which is probably why I haven't slept very well over the last couple of nights. Although one night, I think I slept the whole way through and I'm like, oh my God, it's a dream to sleep the whole way through. But it is good to be back. And yeah, anyway, that's it for now. I will see you next time.
Can we just hold up, maybe stay up, try to make things right?